heartening discussion, and I think it's very
Dr. Naveen,
engaging.
now we want to listen from you.
So
What is
yeah, I will just give a very a brief overview of what I thought is think is fertility. The first question was, how will we recognize medical fertility? I think that there's a three fertility here. One was oncologic fertility, neurologic fertility, and critical care fertility. I'll come to oncologic and critical care fertility a bit later. But clear cut, there are, if you look into the guidelines and available literature, there are actually evidences to suggest. Like, for example, if you are looking at neurologic fertility, this is a screenshot from up to date where they have clearly given neurological recovery post cardiac arrest coma. Yeah. So if you look at here, so there's a clear-cut way of identifying neurological fertility in a post-cardiac arrest, hypoxic ischemic, and kept based upon the number of days in the ICU setting, and corroborated with an MR finding and EEG finding. So this case, probably I would have looked at three kinds of fertility: an oncologic fertility, neurologic fertility, and a critical care fertility is something that we could have looked at. And arriving at consensus, I think we had a good discussion. But I will come touch upon what is called as a decision-making matrix for fertility. So what is the decision-making matrix that we could use to arrive at consensus, and how to justify the decision? So we not just have a team meeting, you make a proper evidence-based decision, you justify the decision, you document the decision, and then you plan how to communicate that decision. And next steps is that once you establish fertility, there is a team has a consensus about fertility, you're communicated already to the family. And the other steps would be about consent for withholding, withdrawing, the actual process of limiting life-sustaining treatment, the de-escalation of care, having a prior discussion of place of care. Sometimes we shift out from ICU to a ward setting, and sometimes it's not be possible to do that, and patient may pass away in ICU itself. Home is sometimes very challenging, and the process of providing end of life care, and the after death care, bereavement, and the care that we provided. So this is the discussion surrounding the case.